At this juncture, we will now present the simulation of AutoCAD Civil 3D. Once you open the application software, we can now see the workspace, which composed of the ribbon tab on the upper part, and the workspaces, which compose of the drafting and annotation for 2D plans and surfaces, the 3D modeling for elevation and three-dimensional objects, and the planning and analysis for structural components and properties. And the Civil 3D itself is just only the combination of the three sub-workspace. To begin with, let's start by opening the tool spaces, which can be found on the Home tab. And here, the tool space on the left uppermost, just click it and we can now see the different features located on the tool space, such as points, surfaces, alignments, and data shortcuts. For this simulation, we will only be focusing on the points, surfaces, and alignments. So to begin our simulation, we need to have an Excel file taken from the survey phase of the project. And to have that, we need to go on the Insert tab and click on the Points from File. And we can have this. And for the first row, we are required to select a file. And there is an Add icon here, and click it. And to sort out the file type, we need to select an Excel file, which is the CSV format, and find the survey data and click Open. And after that, we can now proceed on the second row, which is to specify point file format. On this part, we need to make sure that the endpoints must be on the comma delimited. And after that, we can now move on the next row, which is the preview of the elevation and cardinal points. Next, we can now put a check mark on this, add points and to point group. And next, we are required to make a unique file name for the points and click OK. And also on the advanced options, we make sure that there is a check mark on the do elevation adjustment if possible. And click OK. So wait for the response and find the projected points. So as you can see, the points are too big. So we must adjust the scale here from 1:1000 to 1:100 to have this kind of setup. So here now the output or the features under the points. After plotting the points, we can now move on to the next feature, which is the surfaces. That is a three-dimensional components usually made up of triangles that depict a certain surface. And to apply this feature, we need to create first a surface, and we can now see the type of surface, which is thin grid with volume. And for this simulation, we use the TIN surface with a surface layer of C-topo. And we also required to complete the information below and create a unique file and the description like surface 1. So for the style, the most common style used in the contour is the contour and triangles, but for this demonstration, we will use the contours 2 meter and 10-meter background. Okay, and okay. Same as true with the render material. Click OK. And as you can see, there is now the RA, which we created a while ago. And click here the definition and go to the point groups and click Add. And for this part, we are selecting which points we want to project, and we want the all points. So click apply and okay. As you can see, the boundaries of the location is appeared with this contour. So however, the interval of the contour is too wide, so we can edit that by clicking the contour line itself with the boundary line. So right click and click the edit surface style and go to contours, and here we have the properties of contours. We can edit about such as contour ranges, 3D geometry, legend, the contour intervals, contour depressions, and contour smoothing. So here, the interval, we can adjust it from 2 meter to 0.15 meter and can enter. Since it was scaled, the major interval automatically changed to 0.75 also. So click apply and okay. So as you can see here, this is now the projected surfaces using the feature. Moving on, for alignment features, these are two-dimensional horizontal components made up of straights, curves, and transitions. The majority of linear infrastructure projects, such as roads and railroads, begin with them. Before anything else, we can see that the points here are presenting many descriptions, and that makes more complicated one, and we can adjust it, the one with the description presented, by going to the point groups and clicking the EG, the file name we created a while ago, and click the properties and go to the information under the point label style, and we can set none or the elevation only and apply. Okay, as you can see, it is more simplified version of the information or description of the points. And as a summary of the alignment feature, this is the process wherein you will now design a plan that matches the topographic profile of the location. However, this process takes time to design the whole plan. Therefore, for our simulation, we will present only the post product of the road and bridge in this particular model. So, as shown on the screen, this is now the post product that we are made, and this is now is the road. As you can see, the roads at both ends and connected by a bridge here in the middle part of the road. And to visualize more this model, we will introduce to you the next feature of AutoCAD Civil 3D, which is the object viewer. And to apply that, we need to click the road and the boundary, including the contour, and right click and click the object viewer. And as you can see, This is now the 3D render viewer of the model. And on this part, there are a lot of options that we can preview or render. And here we have the 3D hidden, which focuses or highlighted only the road and the bridge. And for the conceptual, the contours are not yet visible enough. And for the realistic one, the surface of the road can be, or the texture can now visualize, and the more detailed contour as shown. And another one is the shaded, which is more good. As you can see, it is highlighted better the design and of the roads and the bridge. And next we have the shaded with edges. This is more complete one. And that's all for our simulation. We hope that you enjoy it and you are given a background on this kind of software, and we hope that you will use this soon on your work as future engineers. That would be all. Thank you for listening, and God bless.